in the cut.
You already know I had to start this tour off at a ramen joint. I just want to say I'm speaking low to be respectful here. It's a very small restaurant. There's only 5 seats in here, and ramen restaurants tend to be peaceful, very quiet, and you get in, slurp your noodles, get out, no talking. So let's get it. There's so much flavor in there. The noodles are soft, but still got a bite to it. Check out the meat. It's just buried in that curry. Oh yeah. On point. It's so soft, tender, fatty, and it just goes so well with the curry. This is amazing. Definitely the best ramen I ever had, and just the style of ramen is so fun to eat. You get to pick the noodles up, dip them in, and slurp them out. It's a whole vibe eating here too. I feel like the best ramen spots in Tokyo are definitely like this, where down the alley, only 5 seats, specialize in one type of ramen, but this one is amazing. I'd definitely come back. Great way to start the night. There's so much to see out here in Tokyo. Alright man, we just pulled up to the next spot. We're right here in the heart of Shibuya at this local yakitori spot. So you walk in, it feels super old in here, but it's timeless at the same time. There's so many locals and it smells amazing. Let's eat. Arigatou gozaimasu. Man, first dish just got here. This dish is called oyakodon, which is basically chicken and egg over rice, steamed. It smells so good. First time ever trying it, so cannot wait. It's fire. Very hearty, comforting. There's onions and fresh tomatoes in there, so it gives it a little freshness. Then you get the soft, juicy chicken, and the egg is like not even cooked through all the way yet, so it's like a little like gooey. Really good dish. I would definitely get that again. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh man, I forgot I even ordered this chicken karaage. You gotta have this too. It's fried chicken. Japanese fried chicken is fire. Let's get into the skewers. We're about to feast like a king. Whole table is covered with yakitori. We got a different assortment of yakitori, skewers, fried chicken, you already know, and I got a rice bowl. I'm gonna pick the one that came out first. It looks so good. Chicken skin, salted. Oh my gosh, the crisp on this looks beautiful. You already know I'm gonna add a little wasabi on there, on the edge. Nothing too crazy, I don't wanna hurt my nose, but this looks so good. Damn, that is perfect. Like I said, it's just salted, so you get that straight chicken flavor. It's so crispy, fatty, oily. It's a beautiful skewer. This is like ideal of all textures and flavors. Like I said, when yakitori is done right, it's one of the best things ever, and just that first skewer is amazing. All right, next skewer right here. This is chicken neck. It looks so juicy. Definitely not as crispy as the skin, of course, but man, this looks amazing. I'm gonna add some wasabi too on the corner for the perfect bite. Oh man, it's so flavorful. You could just tell every cut here is very high quality, and this is like so juicy and tender. It honestly reminds me of like a chicken thigh, like the texture and even the flavor, but I just love like high quality chicken with salt. Cooked right. This is amazing, and it's just so juicy. Tripping out. You gotta wash it down with the highball. That's the play. Here in Japan, everybody be drinking lemon sours or highballs. This is my first time even trying one here in Japan, and it's amazing. Next one we're gonna get into is probably one of my favorite ones to order at a yakitori spot. It's a chicken meatball. And it's like minced up chicken on a stick, and this one I got in sauce. It's glistening, it's a little crisp and burnt. Let's try it. Too good. very soft. You know, when you bite into like a super minced up meat, it just like crumbles in your mouth. A little salty, and it's like a little burnt, so it gets that like charcoal barbecue flavor. Only thing I wish here is like they had the egg yolk, because some spots have the egg yolk. You just dip it in or put it on top, and that would make it insane. But let's get into the fried chicken now. I thought this was karaage, but I've actually never seen bone-in chicken karaage. I can just feel the crisp in my hands. It's so freshly fried, and it looks really good. It's very crisp, juicy. There's not really any seasoning on here. It's more of just like the batter flavor and chicken. That's the thing about yakitori, is simplicity done perfect, and the fried chicken here is actually really good. This restaurant is super dope too, because it's like on the corner of a street, and we're on the second floor, by the way, so we can just look out the window and see all the people walking, see other restaurants. There's a lot of outdoor dining here too, so it's a dope vibe. That's the thing about Japan, is everything looks so cool, and there's so many things to look at, so it's just like you could just walk around and get lost. But this food is amazing. The drinks are hidden. Let's get into the next couple dishes right here. Chicken oysters. I remember the first time I had a chicken oyster. It was like a deep fried chicken oyster with sauce, and I will never forget that. It was amazing. So every time I see a chicken oyster on the menu, gotta get it. Hands down, I think this is the best part of the chicken you can get, and it is like the most juicy and plump part of the chicken. And there's like a crisp on some pieces, so it's the perfect bite. Especially just salted, you could really taste like the quality in it. It hits. Arigatou gozaimasu. Got the drinks coming in. Yakitori is hitting right now. It's everything I imagined here in Tokyo, and it's even better than I expected. All right, so this one on the menu is just labeled as yakitori, and I'm not too sure what kind of, or what part of the chicken it is, but you could see some green onion in there, and there's some like bell pepper or something, but it looks good. I'm gonna put some wasabi on this one too. Man, that one's solid. I think it is the thigh. Juicy, crunchy. Then you get the nice flavor and crunch from the green onion. Literally, like, every part of the chicken is done right here, and it's so flavorful. The quality is just, that's where it's at. Everything I've had here so far, the quality is amazing. But this next one looks so crazy. It's like a pepper with cheese and I think chicken inside. Basically, it looks like a Japanese jalapeno popper, sliced in half with the cheese, and I believe there is chicken in there. Just tastes like chicken and a pepper, and it holds the flavor really well. That's good though. It has that like barbecue charcoaly, little bit burnt flavor. It goes. Man, this next one I actually never had before, and it looks so good. This is chicken tail. Definitely didn't know there was this much meat on a chicken tail. I thought there would be bone and like very little meat, but this looks very juicy and really good. Wow, that's the one. This is definitely the juiciest one. I thought the oyster was like burst in flavor and juice, but this one is really soft. It's like a mixture of the oyster with the chicken skin, because it's very crispy and like oily and fatty in the middle. All right, let's get into the last dish right here. This is chicken wing yakitori, so salted chicken wings. This looks so good. It's crispy on the skin from the grill, and I love how they cut it. Look at, they just straight almost debone it. Perfectly salted, juicy. The skin is crispy and soft at the same time. I do prefer this one over the fried chicken. I think the fried chicken is good, but you could really taste the quality in just like a grilled chicken wing. And like I said, the wing is butterflied perfectly, so you could just get the meat off the bone. Easy, solid. Man, today's dope because we're hitting the 3 types of food I've been wanting to do. First day in Japan, had to hit the ramen off the bat, and that was so good. I ain't gonna lie, that was definitely the best ramen I ever had. Now at a yakitori spot, totally lived up to the hype. I mean, I knew it's gonna be a day and night difference from eating it back home than here in Japan, and the quality was insane. And finally, we're gonna end it at an Izakaya outside of town. I already know it's gonna be crazy, but I'll catch you guys there. Man, there's no better place to end the night. We are at a local izakaya outside of Tokyo right now. I've heard by so many locals that this is one of the best in this whole area, and I'm so excited to try it. Right when we walked in, we just saw how lively it is, and the grill's going crazy. People are having a good time drinking. I heard this spot got so much good food and drinks. Sapporo. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, let's go. Man, first dish came out the kitchen. This is basically a fresh fish platter. I'm gonna go for the one straight in the middle. This looks so beautiful. Oh man, it's really soft, buttery, very fresh. Texture is on point. It hits late night, you already know. We gotta try some more fish. I'm gonna grab this one at the end right here. This looks really good. All right, so I'm gonna throw some rice in this one actually. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. I'm gonna throw some wasabi too. Oh, yo, let's go. It's sticky, a little sweet. The fish is so soft too. I feel like it's even softer than the last one. Oh, yeah, arigatou gozaimasu. What's your name?
Haruto. Call me Haruto.
Haruto. Yeah, nice to meet you. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh man, let's go. Got the gyozas. If you don't know what these are, they're basically Japanese fried dumplings. They smell so good and they're so fresh. I've never had like a really fresh one. Check that out. They feel so soft in the chopstick. And if you could see, they put like a sauce or paste at the edge. I've never seen a sauce like this with the gyoza, so it's about to go crazy. So fresh. The outside is very soft. Inside is juicy, meaty. I believe it's pork, and I love that paste. A little spicy, a little sour. It's a really good drinking food, I'd say. I'm liking that sake though. Yeah, so there's basically 25 bottles out, and you just pay a flat rate, and like you could pick any bottle you want. But I told Haruto to bring me his favorite, and this is the one he brought me. It goes down really easy, and it pairs well with the food, I'd say. The different types of Japanese restaurants reflect the vibe so crazy. Like where we started it today was a ramen joint. I'd say 90% of the ramen spots here in Tokyo are like introverted, where you go in, you pay at a machine, you don't talk to anybody, put your money in, click what you want. You don't have to be social at all. It's just like you go there, eat, and you're out. And then to end it at a place like this is crazy. It's so lively. Everybody's drinking, talking. It's just so crazy to see the scale of like super introverted restaurants to this at night. It's so dope to me. Man, next dish just flew out the kitchen. This is garlic fried rice. I feel like that's one thing about izakayas is they always plate it so nice too. Like it's bar food, but it's art. That's fire. I don't know what's in there though. Pairing with the beer and sake, fried rice just goes. Oh, that looks fire. Damn. Is that beef?
Beef.
Okay, okay. What's this?
Konjac.
Vegetable.
Vegetable.
Okay, cool. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, thank you. Let's get into this dish though. I've never had this before. I don't even know the name of the dish, but it looks really interesting to eat. You see the beef skewer right here, the jammy egg on this right side. There's wasabi on the back. Check out all these ingredients though. I've never seen this before. And if anybody knows what this is, let me know, but I'm about to try it. That's good. It's like beefy, a little salty, and there's a sweetness to it too. That's legit. Yeah. Let's go. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh man. Thank you, sir. Oh, sauce. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Steak sauce.
Okay. Yeah. Arigatou gozaimasu. Man, another dish just came out right now. This is basically their beef dish here. It's steak with the sauce, salt. Very simple dish. They serve it with a side of wasabi, and everybody gets this dish here. I mean, you gotta get steak at an izakaya, right? But let's finish eating this dish right here. I'm still tripped out on all these ingredients, and I gotta get into this beef skewer. This looks really good. Damn, that beef got like tendons and fat on it, so it has a crazy texture. It's actually really soft too. I wish they put more skewers in here. They just put one, but amazing flavors. I'm gonna try this vegetable right here on the bottom. I think that is a daikon. Very light, absorbs the broth as well, and it's so like melt in your mouth. Once you chew it, it like dissolves almost. Really good. Gotta get into the jammy egg right here. So good. You know what that tastes like. It's a jammy egg, perfect textures, and gotta eat some wasabi with the broth maybe. Let's try it. Oh, that's actually really good. If I could describe it, it's like a really random bowl of soup. It's definitely new flavor, so I discovered something new today. All right, let's try the steak. And it's, of course, cooked medium rare. Can't go wrong with Japanese grilled steak. I just love how rare they leave it. Simple, but really good. Let's try this part right here. This one I'm gonna dip in the sauce. I think these are fried garlic cloves. That's fire. Fried garlic is the play. You gotta throw that on the steak. Add the salt. Really good bite right there.
Special.
Oh! Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yes.
And last dish just got here. I cooked this. Cannot wait to try it. This is like an egg omelet with pork belly inside. It's so flavorful. All those sauces with the pork belly, the egg omelet, it's oily, saucy, but what a night. This is one of my favorite nights I've ever had. And the crazy thing is, nobody here speaks English, so I got by just by laughing, body language, pointing, and Google Translate. That's all you need to have a good time in the neighborhood here. But as always, thank you guys for watching In The Cut. Till next time, we out.